Alright, so early morning, all the cars are out here. We're about ready to do some work on this thing. Boom. Yep. Engine swap today. Here it is, the first ride. Here we go underneath. K-member has been dropped on the ground. Everything over here. And now we're pulling into the cart so we can start doing some mock-up. But anyhow, there she is so far. We have the K-member out. It's a frame setup that he made to hold everything in place. So here's the original VG motor, which we're pulling the measurements from. So obviously the mount's here as if it was in the car with a power steering rack. So we're going to be able to check the tolerances with the oil pan and everything to the rack outside the car, which is fantastic. The transmission mount is still connected. Obviously the transmission is connected to the engine, so we're going to get an accurate reading from where it would be from the middle of the car to the front of the car. And yeah, we'll be doing some measurements from here, from this side to the center, from there to the center, then from here to the center, which will give us a reading of where the there it is. So we got everything all marked up, figured out the math for this. There you go, there's the measurements. Not going to make sense of it for you because you might not know what the heck I'm talking about, but anyhow, as you can see, we got the engine almost to the transmission and it is not going to clear the rack, so we have to take off the oil balance cassette on this thing. So you gotta pull the whole cover and all that, pull all the pulleys off, this whole thing, so we can get that chain off, whatever. But we'll be going to an RSX style pickup, so it will slide into the transmission. So we got the transmission connected to the K24. So because of the mount, the motor is going to be on a slight bit of an angle, as if you hold this, you'll see it's tipped a little, but straight on. And we had to take apart the front because the oil pickup didn't work. Be more in a moment. We're kind of coming to a split halt for a moment because we ran into an issue. So the power steering rack and the original pump that is on here, which is really thick, that can't fit underneath. So problem is we're gonna have to figure out some type of oil pump and oil pan setup and trying to figure out what type of oil pickup tube will slide from here backwards. So that's the video for this one. We're putting the channel on top of the little expansions there, just to kind of hold it up in the air so we have an idea of where it needs to be. Here we are. We got the engine into place. The fuck is on Robin's phone? What the fuck? So the K24a2, first time in the engine bay. There's a ton of room. I mean a ton. I'm going to show you the back side of this thing in a quick second. Absolutely insane. You can see the transmission completely. You can get to all the bolts and to the adapter plate. So much room in the front. Now obviously this is coming out of a front wheel drive car, but the engine is now shifted in this direction. So yeah, now we're gonna put some of the goodies on this thing and see where it sits. And like that, that's all in. This all has to get changed, this manifold, because right now it's kind of upside down. It's gonna have a different mock-up. This was just to see what type of space is in here with the manifold and exhaust manifold. So we'll see what it looks like after it's all cut up, but turbo is obviously not going to be there, but this is about the same room that will be in here. So one more thing to add to the list. Here goes the engine on the cradle with the transmission connected. Just like that. Just about like that. It will be in. There you go, inside.
Meet the nicest people with a Honda.
Now you gotta close the doors.